What's up, everyone? We're here for some Dome Black, some Overwatch gameplay. Tonight we're facing Midland. They are 5-0, as are we, but they haven't lost a map yet.
No, we've lost a few, but I don't think that is a total like bad thing.
Yeah,
Like I don't know. Sometimes it just happens where you lose a few, but it's gonna be pretty good game tonight.
yeah, and it looks like we're hopping right into Antarctic Peninsula right away. Um, would you like to introduce our players on our side?
Yeah. So on tank we got Midori, which is Jamie. Then for our DPS as Mule is Sam, and then not Cheeto is Raph. And then we got Madison as healer, also called Maddie. And then our final, but not least, Sparrow, or also known as Davis.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to be interesting how, as a team, they can handle these 5-0 Midland, Warriors?
Yeah, Warriors.
So,
It's cool to play a team too that's so close to us. Like I know we don't play like often a lot of people around us, but Midland's like in the G Pack, they're big against us in other sports, so
yeah.
it's nice to see them in esports too.
Mm-hmm. It's a local v local matchup, and we'll see how it goes. Um, so tonight we're starting out with control as per usual, and what this means is that you have one center control point, and both teams fight for this King of the Hill type mode. And there's 3 different maps, and the first to win 2 wins the round.
Yeah, so we see Jamie's coming out on his favorite right now on Queen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting. And we see Sam is actually he's been playing Symmetra a lot lately.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how his teleports help out.
Yeah, seems kind of an interesting pick here from Sam. We'll see how this goes. Oh, and see, he did this little teleport trip to get everybody up a little bit quicker, and so then he went Sojourn.
Midland does go up right away.
Yeah, big pick on Davis here. They're in a 4v5 right after start, and here Midori's walled, and so he's in a little bit of trouble, but looks like everything's okay. They're bursting this tank. This tank can die, and now it's a 3v4.
Sam gets 2 picks.
Yeah.
Raph does go down though.
It's a 3v3. But Doane has their tank, and he's able to kill 2 and 3, and
that was just that was a good fight.
yeah, I mean, with Davis getting picked early, it got a little dicing there. He switched Juno, by the way, but being able to kill their tank kind of let that fight happen.
That early teleport definitely helped us get a little contest a bit faster than without it.
Mm-hmm. And I think the biggest key for this game is to how this May walls are gonna go. If Jamie gets walled off and picked off early, it can lead to a disastrous team fight.
Raph does drop a bit low. He's kind of hidden in the back.
Big. And we'll see if a rampage comes out here. Oh, but they're already down 2.
Yeah.
They already won this fight.
And there their tank goes too, and now Jamie's just trying to chase, but not gonna get that one.
Looks like both support. Oh, there's Sam getting the last pick.
There he goes.
That's a big stagger.
Yeah, big stagger on the Juno. I can see Rampage coming out really soon though.
So for your viewers at home, a stagger is kind of where you kill somebody after a fight is ended, and so that they respawn later. And so it forces them to wait for a little bit longer. And we'll see this Rampage here in 2-1, and there it is. It's big. It's antied everybody. We'll see if it's 2, 3, 4, and there's the 5K.
A team kill, basically just Jamie.
Yeah, it's just one ult.
Yeah.
Pretty damn good.
And now we're looking really good as we have our other four alts all just ready.
But as do they. And so
they
I bet you we will see if this is kind of a final fight territory for Midland here. And so I suspect we will see some ults coming out. And Sam drops overclock. There's one pick. There goes Blossom, but nobody dies, but neither does Raph.
There goes Beat from the Midland.
Yeah, it's just colors flying everywhere, ults popping one after the other, and We are down 2. It looks like this might be a lost team fight. The problem, the difference maker is that we still have both support ults. And after... Oh, that's a big rampage, though. We'll see if they're able to actually pull this out. I thought this was a lost fight.
Jamie's trying to prove us
and
wrong.
they C9'd?
Oh.
That was surprising. I thought they lost that for sure.
Yeah, Jamie just really held on good right there. Like, that's surprising.
Yeah, he's just able to build ult by shooting that Ramatra, and they were kind of able to walk over them.
Yeah. That's a really good showing so far. We just kind of took control of the point and just didn't let them touch. Like, we just stayed dominant.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, ain't it? So I suspect we'll see the exact same strategy out of Sam here, but let's see if Midland's gonna change anything up, because it doesn't look like it. Are they just gonna run right back into this brick wall that is Jamie and Doane Black?
Yeah. Yeah, our healers have been, or support, I should say. Davis will yell at me. I've been doing a great job at keeping Jamie alive when he's diving in straight in the front.
Yeah.
Raph's going around right now, trying to get a pick in the back.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Just being kind of a nuisance in the back line, and it splits their perspectives, right? And it kind of allows Jamie in the front to kind of walk, you know? They're on point. Oh, there goes Sam, though. But it looks like they're going to be able to get some ticks no matter what. They just captured point, so we'll see how this goes. Oh, that's a big pull. And let's see if this Cats is able to get dived upon. It looks like there was no follow-up from anybody else, though. And there goes Davis, and there goes Jamie.
Yeah. Midland did really good communicating there, it looked like. Like, they just kept picking one of us off, and just... That's what happens when you have some good talking. You can just target someone, and then all of a sudden you're ahead in the fight.
Yeah, I think... I feel like... Raph was able to kind of stay in the fight a little longer. I think he backed away a little early.
Yeah.
And it kind of lost us that fight, you know?
Yeah, so we'll see how we do to respond to this.
Going a little bit of an interesting angle. They're kind of letting them take high ground, but forcing them to go down. But that in turn allows Davis to get down, and that's a big wall stopping Sam from getting out. And we will see if they're able to win this 3v4. They do have Rampage up and running, and since their Lucio is dead, they do not have any beat to counter. This Kiriko does have a Suzu ability, which allows them to cleanse any, which grants a short amount of immortality, but also cleanses any of the negative debuffs that Rampage, for example,
Jamie trying to get the Mei.
And this Mei is killable. Oh, but that's a big Suzu. But that allowed the Rampage to happen.
Yeah. He was waiting for that moment, you could tell. And there the Ramatra's going to ult.
Yeah, there's that Annihilation.
We did end up capturing the point back, so everything right now is a tick for us.
Yeah, but it looks like it's going to be another lost fight. But if you look at the top right, we are having 4 ults coming up.
And they only have 1 right now.
It'll be crucial how they utilize this beat.
Yeah, we'll see how Davis uses the Juno. I know it had a slight nerf to it, didn't it?
What, Juno?
Yeah.
Yes. And so in the recent battle, the patch, damage healing was reduced from 100 to 85, but it looks like it's not making a difference because the damage boost is just way too much. And see, they got a contest point and capture, and it looks like they're able to get 99. They use beat in response to 2 ults from us, and so we have 2 ults up, whereas they have just 1 in Kitsune Rush.
Yeah. We just need to try to hold on now to what we have.
It's a wall that blocks off any sort of healing.
Raph drops really low right there.
Yeah, but it looks like we're just A-okay.
He does drop though. Now he's gone.
Oh, there's yeah. Looking to get a pick here is, oh, that's a big wall. Oh, and that might just do it.
Yeah.
They're down 3. Yeah, you just got to try and make something out of nothing, and it looks like nothing's happening.
Braff's going to try to touch. No, he's just going to back up. It's like we were saying earlier, those walls play a huge part on Midland's team right now.
Mm-hmm.
If that wall hits, it's a game changer.
Yeah. I think that it's what was the difference between that first round and this one?
I feel like that map has more of a like those closed hallways, and that the Mei was taking big advantage to those.
True. Yeah.
Like Jamie just would walk into the hallway, and then he was instantly walled, and kind of it was tough to do anything at that point.
Mm-hmm. Queen kind of really relies on utilizing her shout ability, which grants her movement speed and temporary health to kind of force her way into the team and activate her passives like bleed that give her healing. And so when she's not able to do that, she kind of becomes a more inferior tank compared to like a Ramatra who has both poke ability and brawl.
Look, Davis does go down really early. We do see Raph switch onto the Sombra, so this will be interesting to see.
Yeah, their supports are doing a really good job of keeping this Ramatra up, but that means that they're not focused on their DPS, and they're able to kind of walk through their tank.
Yeah, the Mei and Ramatra's down for Midland, so now we're just kind of pushing them back, and it looks like we'll just get this point.
Yeah, beautiful work.
Alright, we're just going to try to hold the high ground a bit right now.
This is another fight without ultimates, so positioning is much more critical in these scenarios and making sure that you don't not get picked off early in the fight.
Raph drops really low.
But they might try and take advantage of that, but that's a big pulsar beams.
Jamie runs right into the Ramatra up there.
The
He's
Ramatra's
really
one
low.
no nem for him, and if they're able to kind of walk in, looks like that's not the case though.
Yeah, support's got to him really quick. Ramatra does drop on his own. Jamie's trying to take advantage of that.
Yeah, and there's that Kitsune. It comes out before any ults from us, but Sam is able to get his ult too. We'll see if he gets any picks. And
right
there's
now,
2.
Right now, we're
even.
Yeah,
Kill the
Mei.
Mei. They kill the Mei here. It's this Mei is in a critical position. Oh, big kill by Sam.
Then Sam is just running through him right now.
He just ran that lobby, didn't he?
I think he just killed the whole team right there. I think that was something.
We'll see if that's play of the game compared to that earlier rampage.
I think Sam finally warmed up after showing up 4 minutes before the match started.
Oh, yeah. You know, Sam's a little bit of a busy guy. He's in so many activities on campus, and so it's a little difficult for him to make, but he still makes time for crushing fools on Overwatch.
And there he goes down as we're talking about him.
Big cancel of the beat.
Gets a pick.
That's a rampage.
They're even right now, so we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, if they kill this Mei here, that's a
Jamie
big
gets pushed into it.
Into the Frozen.
Doesn't matter, though. Not really. He's getting that Ramatra.
Yeah, it's final fight situation. If they're able to kill this Ramatra here, it's going to be game over. They
just
kill
get
this
the Lucio, and that's going to be I don't think they got touched. Yeah. That's a game 1 win for Doane right now.
Yeah, and that's their first map they've dropped.
Yeah, the Midland, they haven't lost a single map at all until now. So we were the first to kind of take that on. And you do see Jamie get the play of the game.
Yeah, we'll watch this.
Sam a little
just a master class on how to use Rampage.
Mm-hmm.
And shows the efficiency and just the absolute devastation that ultimate can cause.
Yeah, just a crazy ult.
So, match 1 goes to Doane Black, and I believe now that they get to pick their map choice between Hybrid and Escort.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain the map types?
All right. So on Escort, it's basically you start with so it's a payload or a cart. So then your goal is basically to push it through 3 checkpoints.
2 checkpoints.
2 checkpoints in the finish. So each checkpoint you unlock a further ahead spawn, and you just basically want to push it all the way to the end. Hybrid is basically a mix of the capture point we just saw and the escort. So you would first have to go and capture the payload area by getting to 100%, and then you have one checkpoint to get to, and then the finish. So that's basically how that works. So I know our team likes capture points more, or not, hybrids more usually than the escorts. So we'll see what Midland decides on. I'm not too sure what they enjoy.
Uh, because they run a Ramacha, they seem to generally like more brawl type maps, and that leads to more hybrid. But Doane Black enjoys that a lot too with their Junker Queen also. And so it'll be interesting to see whether if Midland decides to choose Escort, which is generally more distance to cover, and so it means that Brawl is less effective because they're able to get poked out with more damage.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay, looks like they are gonna do swap some people around on the Midland side. Let's see if that changes anything.
I think this is a good time to explain roles, isn't it? So, I'll start with explaining tank. And so tank generally has there's one player who plays tank. He has significantly more HP than the rest of the roster, and his goal is to kind of make space. Generally, that's either done by pushing into their enemy tank or diving their backline. It can be done in various ways, but the goal is to soak up shots for your team while also getting to that next position for your DPS and support to do their jobs.
All right. Well, I'll explain DPS. So DPS's job is to basically try to get picks on the enemy supports while your tank is either fighting another tank, or if your tank's diving the backline, you're trying to hold off the enemy tank or DPS from your support and kind of just protect them to make sure they can keep your tank healed, but you're also trying to protect your tank at the same time, basically.
Yeah, the DPS's job, especially in dives, is it can be difficult
It
because
swaps a lot, yeah.
you kind of have to protect your own supports from their tank because your tank is in their backline. He isn't creating space against the enemy tank, but also it is also the DPS's job to kill the the supports that
yeah.
get low due to your tank. Because in general, it's very hard for tanks to get the finishing blows on supports and DPS in the backline.
Yeah.
DPS has a very difficult time.
That's kind of why since there's two DPS, like usually one will try to push up with the tank kind of halfway or all the way, and another will kind of stay back a bit more, and that's how sometimes it works, and it kind of just gets a little messed up, but it's just a fast-paced kind of role. And then there's the last one, support. So support is probably one of the biggest ones that, like, if you have a weak support line, it will be devastating for you, honestly.
I mean, in scrims, that is certainly the case. I think in general competitive matches, you can kind of get away with being a worse support.
Yeah.
But in these scrim type matches, if you have a less than support, you can get punished very easily. And their job is to kind of keep everybody supported while also putting out enough pressure, utilizing their damage to aid the team. They utilize abilities like Anti-Nade, Suzu, Immortality Field to kind of keep the team up in sticky situations and utilize their abilities in the most effective ways to win fights.
Yeah. Yeah, and also, like, a few supports have some really crucial abilities to taking down, like, some enemy tanks, especially like that Onanade. And then the support alts also play a huge role in fights and just keeping the whole team alive, allowing them to push in all together.
Yeah, support ults are generally the more like the most important ults in the game.
Yeah.
Tanks can sometimes have some, and DPS have a few as well, but in general, supports have the most important ults. They have Orbital Ray from Juno. They have Kitsune Rush from Kiriko. They have beat from Lucio. It's just support just kind of can turn fights on its head with their ult.
Yeah, I'll say it's a little easier to have the support ult matter compared to a tank or DPS because they have to really time and use their ult skillfully, I would say, a bit more than a few of the support ults.
And it feels like there's a lot more counterplay to
Yeah.
DPS and tank ult. You have some sort of a way to stop that from happening. And so, like, for example, a Rampage, while it is one of the best ults in the game, you can counter it with a beat drop, which grants extra health, or for example, an ability like Suzu, which cleanses.
Yeah,
the
or
ability.
you can even just like Mei wall it off or stun it, which takes it takes more skill, but more like a support ult where like let's say Junos for example, like it's really hard to counter it without another ult from the other supports.
I mean, it's an orbital ray from the sky. It's not like you can stop the character from moving.
Yeah.
Like it's intangible, and it makes it difficult to kind of interact with.
So it looks like we end up with King's Row as the map we're gonna play on, and I know Overwatch Black on the Doane side is feeling really good about that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it is certainly a brawl map, and so we'll see how brawl kind of intersects with Doane Black's rush.
Yeah.
And I think this is a good time also to describe what comps are, right? So
yeah.
I'll start with brawl, and you can grab rush in a second. So brawl is basically where you would like to speed in with some of the close range tanks and characters to kind of run down your opponent. And so generally they utilize characters like Lucio and Juno to speed up their kind of rather immobile tank. And those tanks are usually between Zarya, Ramatra, and Reinhardt. And so the goal is to kind of run your opponent down and force them into melee. And generally DPS, you can choose a Junkrat, you can choose a Mei, you can choose a Reaper, there's a good variety of DPS that you can choose in a melee, and it allows you to kind of rush your opponent down, kind of deal so much damage that they can't really counter you, and win fights via that way.
Yeah. And like a rush comp, you're kind of like just trying to get in there fast and try to get in early, you know? They focus a lot on speed at times and just getting into a great position just to overwhelm the team. And that could be done in also many different ways, you know? Definitely focusing on supports that could give the speed boost, definitely. What do you think, what's the best tank kind of for a rush, would you say?
Honestly, there is only one tank for rush,
Yeah.
and that is Junker Queen. And the difference between rush and brawl is Junker Queen. There's a little bit difference on how you play with a Junker Queen compared to a Reinhardt, for example, because the Junker Queen has that shout, which makes her even more mobile. And so you generally want to pair that with a Lucio Juno, and you just collapse on them even faster. So it becomes, you kind of have more of this initial burst with Rush, whereas in Brawl, you kind of have more of a sustained, in the thick of it fight.
Yeah. So, Doane will be attacking first, so we'll see how this goes. We do see Sam on Bastion right away, and Raph trying to get some Widow shots, being pocketed by Davis. Davis goes to Baptiste.
Yeah, there's a knife, and we'll see if anything comes out of it. Oh, that's a big pick. We'll see if they're able to kind of rush in with that Juno ring granting speed boost.
They try to push him into that room. Jamie's trying to go back in there. Sam's going around.
Yeah.
Raph's still trying to just pick off shots in the back.
Yeah, but the problem is that if you don't get picks, you're just kind of a 4v4, but that's the difference.
Yeah, and the Ramacha goes down, and now they're just backing out. I think we are going to capture this one.
We'll see if they have a recontest. I mean, their Ramatra died, which is a big problem for them. I don't think they're going to be able to recontest this without their tank.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to try to go all the way.
Yeah. And see, that's a captured point for Doane Black.
It was a pretty fast one right away, too, so I think they're feeling good about that. See Davis here just trying to give his team heals. Look, Raph's dropping really low on top right now. Davis trying to get to him, but he's running away.
Yeah, he's running away from healing. The nice thing is that there's been a one of the more recent.
He really doesn't want Davis to heal him.
Yeah, I don't know. This might not go well, but it's a good thing that Davis is here to help out. But that means that he's not there in this main fight, and. But the orbital ray, that's the difference, right?
Like we were explaining how just strong that ultimate is.
Yeah. I thought they might have lost that fight because Davis was distracted with helping out Raph. Yeah.
Basically, yeah, it was just needed there because of the positioning. So Raph did end up using his ultimate. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it's speaking of unimpactful ultimates. It doesn't really contribute to a team fight. It just grants basically map hacks. It allows for permanent vision, and we will see if any sort of rampage
there
comes
goes
out.
Sam's ult right now, launching bomb.
There
and
it
there's
is.
the
And
rampage.
there's the beat in counter, but we will see if they're able to get any picks here. There's the annihilation, but he goes down. So does the May.
Raph's been doing really good with these picks out here. Sam does end up going down.
Yep, but we got to get these supports in the back. But it looks like Jamie's going to be killing them one after the other after the other.
And there they are. All right. Looks like we'll take this checkpoint.
Yeah, and that's a 5:02 checkpoint. That's impressive.
All right. We are only have one ult right now compared to Midland. They're coming up on 2, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I swear they used Blizzard in that last fight, but I guess they didn't. I think it might have been a fight winner if they did.
This window can be really good by Davis. Just depends on its placement. And there goes the May ult.
Yeah, but it's kind of poorly placed, and so they don't get anybody.
Oh,
and
they
this
do
is
get
a
Maddie.
big window. Watch. So window, what window does is it doubles the damage and healing through the window, through that little rectangle. And so with that Bastion ability, that transfiguration where he turns into that turret form, he can shred people. Oh.
And there goes Davis. The other team switched to a Widow.
Yeah, and so that means that they have some more picked potential, but they have less consistent damage.
All right, looks like we're gonna need to regroup. Raph is on Sombra again.
Yeah, but it looks like he might get poked out with this new Sombra changes.
Yeah. Can't stay invisible forever.
And in the last month or so, Sombra has been reworked, and so that she cannot stay invisible forever anymore, and she only has 5 seconds of invisibility.
And it was just added as soon as you try hacking someone, you become visible again.
Yeah, and so it makes it much more difficult to stay in those backlines like you used to be able to in previous times.
Here we see Sam going into turret form right now, doing big damage, but cannot get a pick, and there he goes down to the Ramatra ult.
He wanted that Ramatra kill, but he pushed up way too far to get it.
Midland did invest 3 ults onto our push right there.
Yeah, and so it looks like we're gonna probably be able to utilize our orbital ray here to to either A, force out a beat, or B, crush them.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, there Kiriki teleports out, and looks like we're setting up for another fight. So it's critical how this beat versus this orbital ray kind of comes into play here.
Both strong in their own way, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. And so they counter that orbital ray with a beat, but orbital ray lasts longer, and so they're able to kind of make space. See how Jamie's kind of pushing up and allowing his team to follow through.
Oh,
that's a big kill on the. Yeah.
Widow.
So it's a 4v4, but there goes that.
Sam's down.
Yeah, but that tank is still very killable. He's getting pocketed by both supports, and that means that they have no aid for themselves.
There he goes
there's
down.
the point capture. 2 minutes is not terrible at all.
Yeah, there's still enough time on the clock. So we'll just see how we can defend now.
We'll see if there's any character switches, like in particular with DPS and support. I don't think we're going to be switching much tank-wise because of how good Jamie is at Junker Queen compared to his other tanks. But we shall see.
Yeah, it seems Midland has to be able to counter Jamie that well yet. He's just been kind of doing his own thing, you know, and it's been working.
I think that
Oh, Jamie does go on Ramacha. The game does go on pause right now.
it looks like we're having a little, I don't know, technical difficulties from the other side, but should be okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we do see Jamie. We'll talk about on the Ramatra. So what do you think of that?
I think it's a little more oriented towards defense. I mean, Junker Queen is known for her engaging, and so what Ramatra is allowed to do is he's allowed to kind of poke out his enemies utilizing his normal form. But once they get close, he's able to press left shift and go into Nemesis form and be able to brawl. And so it kind of allows for a diverse set of playstyles that is very useful on defense.
Yeah, and it does look. So Rap's on a Widow, and there's a Widow on the Midland side too. So that'll be interesting. But it's basically what Widow can pick off the other one.
Yeah, and frankly, that can decide fights. That can decide games. Is whether one Widow's able to get the pick on the other.
And then we do have a Queen coming at us on attack from Midland.
I suspect it's the same. What we were thinking about doing to them, they want to do to us.
Yeah, because I think they have almost the exact same setup, except they have a Sojourn instead of a Bastion.
And an Ana instead of that.
Baptiste, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're playing we have very similar kind of play styles. It's just who can, I guess, counter it kind of better.
And perform the best.
Yeah.
But it looks like to me, Doane or Black's kind of kicking.
Yeah. Yeah, they're doing great so far. Yes.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on right now.
Some technical difficulties from Midland's side currently.
Yeah. So it looks like one of their tanks' FPS frames per second is dropping, and so generally, if you have less frames per second, that means that the game feels slower, and it kind of prevents you from reacting in time.
Especially in a really fast-paced game like Overwatch, that's kind of bad.
It's critical to have a good FPS. Like running a Queen, if you have a low FPS, you can kind of miss your shotgun blasts, and
the knives. The
knives are critical. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically everything about Queen.
Yeah, everything about Queen requires a good FPS, and without it, can lead to some issues.
Yeah, so we'll just have to wait, I guess, until Midland can get that fixed. So
yeah. So I think in the meantime we can go more in depth on certain characters, right?
Yeah. So like a lot of characters that we see. How about we talk about? Let's talk about Davis's Baptiste.
So Baptiste is kind of he generally plays more in Brawl. In that, because he has a primary fire of
triple shot, right?
Yeah, it's a
burst.
It's a burst,
rifle.
Burst attack, and so it's able to deal some consistent damage. Whereas his right click is a healing grenade that, frankly, heals quite a bit.
And in a good range too.
And so it is best utilized inside of Brawl comps, and then so he can kind of deal damage and healing in equal amounts in large amounts, and he also has some great utility as well with
Yeah.
his regenerative burst, which like instantly grants I think 100 HP
Yeah.
if you're below 50% health, and then like 50 HP if you're above 50%.
Mhm.
And then the critical ability of them all, Immortality Field, it's a about 30-second cooldown that everybody inside like a 3-meter radius.
Just can't die
Yeah.
until it's either broken or it's just it runs out of time
Mhm.
lasting.
And so it can turn the tide of battles.
Mhm. And then his ultimate, we call it window. If like you explained before, it's just basically puts a large translucent window object in front of you and just doubles damage and healing going through it. And it could like a lot of the time a Baptiste, depending on their playstyle, will either use it just for themselves or they'll put it in front of their team.
Yeah, like recently I've been finding success in putting it right in front of your tank, and so that he's able to, like, for example, if you're playing Reinhardt, you can shoot through 2 fire strikes through it, which both have double damage, and then walk through the window. And so you're in front of the window, and that means you're receiving double healing, whereas everybody behind it, such as your DPS and support, are dealing double
But
damage.
we do see the game get unpaused, and actually the Queen on Midland side switched over to the Doom.
And it will be interesting how good this Doomfist is.
A good Doom can play. It could be very hard to play against. Oh, but then he's back on the Queen actually, so we'll see the Queen.
Yeah, he's just juking us
and
out.
Raph goes down right away to that widow.
Yeah, jump shot. Oh, Raph's looking a little pissed from that one. Yeah, here, as we can see, this Baptiste is putting out.
Sam
tons
does
of
go
healing.
down to the other Soj.
It looks like we are losing our ones right now.
And there Maddie goes.
Yeah, and it looks like.
Jamie trying to hold on, but he's just getting pushed back out of there.
Yeah, and there goes our
Anna.
There, Anna.
Yeah. There goes the lamp we were talking about.
Yeah, and see, you could see Jamie's health bar dropped before, and there.
The lamp did go down, so Jamie also did.
Yeah,
and
it
there
looks
goes
like their
Raph.
Sojourn is just really running this lobby right now.
Yeah, there you see. He's pretty good on Sojourn. He's already got almost 70% ult too. Most ult charge right now.
Yeah, and so what Overclock does is it basically his right click is a burst damage tool, and what his ultimate does is it allows it to practically instantly charge
Yeah.
right clicks, which with critical headshot deals about 250 damage.
Yeah, it can one shot at
225,
DPS.
and it can be very scary for the opponent.
So yeah, we're gonna have to play very careful when that goes off.
In the relative future.
Especially with the aim we saw he had with that already. Alright, we see Jamie running straight in, and Sam does get a pick on the other Widowmaker.
And so what this means is that they're kind of able to push in a little bit and see if they can get a pick.
Jamie uses Annihilation and just runs through the team.
It might have been. I don't know how good that ultimate is. It might have looked really, really good because they were able to win that fight. But because that Widow was already dead, I don't know how much they actually needed
Yeah,
it.
they were already falling pretty far back, but still in the end, that's overall fine for us. We do see the Queen is about to have a rampage for Midland.
Yeah, and that's the difference between, like, for example, them with the Kiriko and us. We don't really have any abilities to completely stop that rampage. We have an immortality field that
Davis
just
goes
went down. And there's that rampage, and nobody is going to be able to survive
And
this.
then Raph goes down, Maddie's down too, and just their whole team. There we go.
Yeah, but they used 2 ults there, but the what started that whole thing was that pick on Davis.
So now we're just gonna have to try to stop them before they can get to this first checkpoint.
And I think a critical ult is going to be these orbital rays. They're going to be coming clashing against each other, and we will see which one comes out on top.
All right, there's
Yeah, and they
orbit.
both use it. Sam's has to get touched, so he jumped in.
Jamie gets slept, but waking right away.
Yeah,
There's a trade. Oh,
yeah.
and now Raph's down too.
Yeah, see if they're able to get this pick on this queen. It's going to be probably the decider, but
There's Davis. We're down all for DPS and support.
Yeah,
and there
and
he goes.
Oof.
All right, they are pushing. Oh, they're not touching.
They will be pushing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
They are pushing pretty fast. We were ahead 30 seconds at this point, so we'll see how fast they can get to this end.
Yeah, it's a little bit more difficult on defense for Kings Row.
Pretty much a lot of hybrid maps go like it. It's basically who can push the fastest, kind of get that more end game kind of time. And there you see window and lamp by Davis, so we'll see. Get any picks?
Yeah, they're dropping line of sight of that window very well, and so they're kind of able to just stay out of range.
Their
of that
rampage
window.
goes, or not
Yeah,
rampage,
and see, Davis
annihilation.
missed just a couple shots
Yeah.
of that, and he just evaporates.
So now we're down our tank currently, and we're
Yeah,
just trying to
it's
hold
still
on.
a 4v4, but it's without your tank, you can't really make space as well.
Sam does get out of that scary situation. So.
Yeah, and so we see Jamie's back onto
Big ult by
yeah,
Raph.
every single person affected by that ult, and there
Queen
goes
goes
their
down.
queen.
Trying for some more picks. We'll see if he can get any.
Yeah, this Ana's caught out in the middle of nowhere. We'll see if anybody comes out and helps him.
And Raph's
Doesn't
just gonna
look like
back
it.
out.
Yeah. Oh, but that's
Jamie,
a big pick.
Jamie did switch to horse. I didn't see that.
Yeah. So Rissa's kind of more an anti-tank. She has such like great abilities. She has Fortify, which grants her additional armor and prevents her from being knocked back, and kind of cleanses cleanses any anti-movement abilities. Her javelin spin is able to move other people, and then her javelin throw is able to just absolutely kill some people.
I know she did get nerfed in this latest patch though, so
Yeah.
we'll see. There, opposing Anna goes down, but there goes Maddie. We are up 1 right now, up 2.
Yeah, and
Our
it's
tank's
just this
down.
this Juno. If you kill this Juno, now it's just the queen, and if they're able to kill this queen, it's a big deal.
Oh,
Ooh. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
there it is.
Sam held it down there.
Yeah, he won that 1v2 there. You gotta pull it for the boys, yeah?
All right, we do see Sam with Blade. I know he's very good at this, so we'll see when it comes out.
So, we'll see if they see this Widow and kind of jump on her.
The Midland does use the Widows also. They can see us currently behind every wall.
Yeah, and so, like, for example, Sam has to be very careful.
See, like,
Yeah.
they knew where he was. They knew he was coming up. Can he get out? And he does get out.
He probably should have died there.
Yeah.
To be real. But there's that Orisa ult.
Does
there
get
it
2
is.
picks.
Yeah.
Raph does go down, and Jamie goes down.
The reason why Jamie died there is because if you see where this cart is, right? His support's over here. They can't, excuse me. They can't see the support on the far side, or the tank on the far side, and aid him when he gets low.
And now we just held that pretty well. Midland backed off to try to get their tank back in the fight.
Yeah, and it looks like our Jamie has gone back Ramatra.
It looks like the other team has a Zarya now.
And there goes our window. Window into Blade. Blade gets countered pretty much immediately, and
there
as
goes
does
Jamie.
Jamie. So I suspect we will probably back up here and try and get another fight in before Jamie respawns.
Raph trying to get out of there.
Ooh,
Okay, that was
pretty.
a little nerve-wracking.
I don't know if he still gets out.
Yeah, he gets caught, and there he goes.
Yeah, that's down 2. It might be a little bit of a difficult...
And there goes Grav trying to keep us off the point. Is that gonna work? Jamie's trying to go.
Someone's got to get touched though. It looks like it's going to be
Raph's
yeah,
gonna
but
ult.
Sam's getting so many picks in the back line. Oh, this Ana's jumping around, but it's just this Zarya. If they kill the Zarya, they've won the game. They have 12 seconds. They can't touch.
Sam just really we weren't even watching him, and all of a sudden 3 were down from Midland.
We'll see if they're able to touch this. I don't think they will.
Sam
and
stopping
there's
the
that
Soch.
second map win.
Yeah.
Woo!
Up 2-0, and we're going to what could potentially be the final game.
Yeah.
That was really well done by Sam at the end there.
Yeah, and I think that pick into Orisa towards that half forced their tank off of Junker Queen and put them into a kind of uncomfortable position.
Yeah, so we do see the opposing Junker Queen did get play of the game there, so they did play very well.
Mm-hmm. And so now, Dome Black's up 2-0, and we'll see if Midland's able to kind of respond to this ferocious kind of attack.
Yeah, I
by
don't
Dome
think
Black.
they're not used to being down like ever yet, so I don't know. It could be like nerves or something going through their mind, but we're gonna see how they can react to this, you know.
Mm-hmm. So I believe the next set of maps is it's either I believe it's push.
Yeah, it's
yes.
push.
And so push is where both teams have equal sides, and there is a robot in the center of the map that goes along a set path, pushing a barrier. And so whoever pushes that barrier the farthest wins the match. And in the middle, there's a checkpoint that allows for farther spawns, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
It's a relatively simple game mode. So we will see how Doane kind of handles.
Yeah. Oh, it's just been going very good for us tonight. I feel like we just came in ready to play, obviously, and it's been working out.
And it shows.
Yeah, I think we've been really anticipating this game, especially with Midland, where they are currently ranked first in the branch in the division.
Mm-hmm. With us just behind 5-0, and frankly.
But
they do not look 5-0 compared to us, do they?
Well, we don't want to say anything just yet. It could turn around, so we'll see.
It can, but Dome Black has been looking dominant.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll just hope they can keep this up and try to end it early. I know it was a late night game today, though. Starting at 8:45.
I know we both have some homework to do after this. We'll see.
Yeah, but that's what you get for doing all this, these activities down here.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll say Overwatch Orange does have another great match on Friday. We'll be versus Morningside, and they are 5-0 as well as we are.
Yeah. Last week we were going to face another undefeated team, but they had to forfeit for
some reason.
I
don't think it was really specified.
Yeah. But this week will be the battle of the undefeateds for both Black and Orange.
Yeah, so I just hope we can do as good as Black's doing here.
Yeah. Tune in 6 p.m. on Friday, and you will see us two putting in some work.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think Davis is probably going to be speaking in here.
Yeah, we'll see if he insults us anytime. We give him full permission. That man, we love that man.
Sometimes.
Sometimes? Okay.
All right, it's taking a little while here. So.
I think it's, I believe we chose to ban Coliseo as the winners of the previous round, and so we are waiting on them to choose their map. And it's kind of interesting because they are a Brawl Rush team, but they're losing in their Brawl Rush matchup, and so I do not know what they should pick here, what map they should pick to go into a different identity. I wonder if they ever kind of pull a dive comp out, or perhaps maybe a poke.
Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, I just don't know what they're trying to do here, but we'll see. Oh, you look at that! Ryan showed up.
He finally showed up. Maybe.
I just noticed that on the screen.
Yeah. He's our usual caster, but he wasn't here.
There was some events going on. Halloween week. There's gonna be stuff around.
I mean, Halloween's only tomorrow. Make sure you guys stay safe out there.
Yeah.
Don't get kidnapped.
Yeah, good help right there.
Yeah. PSA.
Okay. Yeah, we're still waiting on Midland picked the map, so there might be another difficulty going on their side, but we will just wait and see, I guess.
I mean, if you look on our squad, it seems kind of we're imbued with confidence.
They're having fun. They're just all laughing and talking right now.
They're relaxed.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
That's a recipe for success. If I've ever seen one.
I can hear them. They're very loud from the room over there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and a map is picked. It looks like it's going to be Runasapi.
Yeah. We'll see how this goes. Runasapi's kind of, it seems to be the best brawlish type map for push.
Yeah.
Because there's less high grounds. But it's kind of interesting to see that they wanted to do that, especially since the map that they did win, which was that second point within Antarctic Peninsula, was because they won that high ground.
Mm-hmm.
And so we will see how this will work out. I don't know if Runasapi is the best pick for them.
Yeah, because I would think what's the map with that plays on heights a lot in push? Would you say?
Colosseo has a lot of high grounds for the defending team, as does New Queen Street has some high grounds, as does what's the third one? Esperanza has some high grounds also for the attacking squad.
I would think they would want one of those compared to Runasapi with one of the least amount of high grounds, I think, because we while we do use high ground, we don't like take advantage as much as we saw Midland do.
And I think that we have been kind of taking advantage of those flat areas.
Yeah.
So we will see what Midland kind of has to respond with, responding to their to the adversity that is Dome Black.
Yeah. Maybe we might see the May come out again for Midland though. Those walls did play a big part. I could see walls coming up on Runasapi.
Yeah, and I'm honestly kind of surprised we didn't see it much or did we see it at all in Kings Row?
I don't think we saw any May play in Kings Row.
Yeah, and I think May is one of the better characters on Kings Row, and so I am a bit surprised.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting to see that, but yeah. I don't know. And then they did switch out one of their supports last round, I do believe, and it didn't seem to change that much overall.
I mean, it was a relatively close match, but that 3rd point hold from Doane Black kind of crushed.
Yeah, we held that last point for over 4 minutes. That was really well done.
Yeah. So we will see when they start this push map. Is there anything I think that you think is critical in maintaining this third map?
I think we just need to be careful not to get like so confident where we don't take it as seriously, you know? Because I know like a couple times before, Don't Black got in iffy situations because they thought they were so ahead. You know, they could try out new things. And I think they've learned from that, though, so I don't think it will happen today. But
yeah, I don't know. This is not a team you can disrespect by trying new things.
Yeah, I think we need to be very careful of that, especially, and just making sure. I don't know, just having Jamie keep doing his thing. You know, like he's just been on it tonight.
Yeah, and I think that we've seen Sam kind of pop off.
Yeah.
Generally, DPS have been doing their job and making space and getting eliminations, while supports have done their job in building ultimates, using them at the right time, and saving our tank when it's come down to it.
Oh, it looks like Midland's doing 2 swaps now. A DPS and a support they're swapping out.
And so we'll see how they do. I think they're kind of searching for answers here and see if they get it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who they try to push in.
Musical stations right now.
Okay, yeah, so they're gonna log some 2 other players in. It looks like.
Yeah.
So we'll just wait on that.
I mean, I think it's kind of hard to kind of commentate on this match because there hasn't been really much to talk about.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know we've just been doing good, having all our stuff ready.
Hmm.
So look at that. We got
Yeah.
the names in the
I
camera.
mean, I don't know. Class has been going okay for you?
Yeah. I think it's pretty nice. So good fall semester.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I guess they don't know, but we're both freshmen, so
Yeah. We basically have what 3 classes together?
yeah.
Yeah. So
2 of them with Mark.
Yeah, Mark Meisenberg, the goat.
He is. Makes it fun every day.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's just.
Tell him to play your game.
Yeah. I can't do the plug. Not in this.
Just look on Doane Media
Yeah.
eventually.
Eventually, you'll see what we're talking about. Yeah, insider information.
Yeah, so I don't know. It just looks like they're still having a good old time in the Doane Esports room right now. You see Aaron just walking around.
Coach coaching?
Yeah, he's okay. We see one of the Midland players come in the game. Now we're waiting on one more.
One more.
And yeah, we'll see just how well
Yeah.
these swaps will do.
Yeah.
They could have a big effect depending on the characters they main. A DPS swap is big, so
Mm-hmm. It's unknown, really. I
Yeah.
don't know what their. I don't know what they play. I don't know what impact they can make, and so it'll be interesting to see.
yeah, just waiting on this one player, and then we'll get into this last match. They're just kind of talking about some event or something.
Yeah, they're having some fun. They're talking a little bit. I don't know. I think they're just relaxed and ready to go.
Yeah. Raph's up and moving. Oh, and Raph's doing push-ups.
Oh, I don't know what he did. Oh gosh. Oh, Sam's doing them too. What did he do?
And now Sam's trying to
Now
flex
he's
on camera.
showboating.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
There you go. You see, yep. There he goes.
Where did Maddie go? Where did Jamie go?
I think they're doing push-ups as well. Davis is the only one not doing push-ups, and Raph and Sam are hugging. Aaron's just watching it all happen.
Yeah, he definitely.
He's kind of used to them by now.
I think we must say that Aaron does not force this sort of activity. We are not a physical sports team, and this is all of their own volition. So, we have just been told that one of the enemy players has their game in Japanese, and they do not know how to read Japanese, and so
they need to fix that apparently.
yeah, you know, we don't know how that's going, but
and
yeah.
their Rast coming back.
Yeah,
Looks like he got one of those meat sticks. He's been eating a lot of those.
yeah. Hey, it's good protein.
And then yeah, so. Oh, then Sam's
Sam's just
again.
I don't know. It's
they're feeling pumped up apparently. So
Yeah. I guess what we could talk about is how does Overwatch feel as a game right now? Like,
I don't know, it's feeling a little weird because like when we queue up for quick play takes longer to find a game than when it's super competitive right now.
yeah, it's I don't know.
And like the competitive scene is a little weird because you see a lot of the same people currently, and it's like a lot of people are just kind of staying around the same kind of
Matchmaking ranking.
yeah, it's kind of same rank. We're kind of like I think overall the community's at a little standstill-ish kind of.
I think there is a good amount of people, but like when you play a game, like when you queue multiple times in a row, you do run into the same people over and over and over again.
We do see us finally going into this game here, so we'll see if we can make this the last one of the night.
Yeah, I would sure love it to be. I got some homework to do.
All right, so looks like see what kind of comp we do.
So, like, as you can see here, there's a little bit of high ground right here, but for the most part, in this initial area, it is just straight low ground. There's a little bit of high ground here and here, but for the most part, it is just straight going.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see how they try to play against Queen, because Queen is very strong on
push maps in general.
Yeah. So kind of see what the team comp's gonna look like. So okay, yeah, like we expected, Jamie's on Queen. We got Sam on Genji. He was feeling really good on Genji. We saw at the end of King's Row.
So the way that Genji's character works is that he has like a certain amount of shurikens. With each click, he throws 3. But if he left clicks, they throw in a straight line in succession. But if he right clicks, they throw in a spread all at the same time, and so it can relate to a ton of burst damage.
Oh, so on Midland, we see the tank actually. It's a new tank right now currently, and Vestova, who was on tank before, is currently on Hanzo as a damage character.
Yeah, and they're running the Queen as well. And so we will see how this goes.
We'll see, yeah. Maybe this crying boss from Midland might be very good at Queen. We'll see.
And it might be the change they needed.
So right now it's kind of... Sam does go down by the Lucio. I believe Lucio is also one of the new swaps into the game.
Yeah. So we are down 1 right now, and so we might be wanting to back up just a bit.
And there goes Raph, too.
Raph in the back line. Ugh.
It's going to be interesting to see how we can respond to this new comp, because it looks like Midland made some very powerful switches so far. Currently working in their favor.
Yeah.
Jamie trying to get some damage in there, but
that's
big knife doesn't go past the wall though.
Yeah, it's good positioning by that Kiriko to get back around the wall. I think what's crucial going to be here is if Jamie can hit those knives and to be able to hit those supports. Like right there, that's 1 down, and so now we're 4v4.
Yeah, because Raph went down. Jamie does drop really low, but he's
but
alive.
he has shout now, and so he's able to kind of walk.
It's just a Queen kind of like.
Yep, there's Kiriko, no abilities, and there
Sam
they go.
but Maddie does go down, so we're still even. Rampage comes out by us, taking down the Soch, and there goes the other Queen and Hanzo. So we do end up taking back the bot, but it was after they did get that forward spawn.
Yeah, and so they're able to kind of respawn faster and be able to engage faster, and you forced out one of the most powerful ults in the game in Rampage.
Oh, the enemy Soch does go down very early.
And this is killable by the Queen.
Jamie trying to get in, yeah,
but in the meantime, they are just pushing bot right now.
Yeah, trying to get the most we can out of it. Trying to get some damage into there. He does get the Queen very low.
And there's that Queen ultimate.
Oh,
that's
big
a big
dragon.
Dragon cuts him off, but the lamp keeps him alive. And he's able to stay alive. This Queen gets
goes
low.
down.
And now he's walking on supports.
And then,
if he can hit a shot.
and then Sam goes with his blade, actually, getting 2 kills there.
It might be the case that we're able to kind of take back all of our time and space.
It looks like we did respond well. We were a little shaky at the start there.
Yeah.
But now we're kind of coming together. We do see Raph with his EMP ult, so this could be huge depending on how he uses it.
It is crazy how fast Jamie's building Rampage. He's already got another one, and we will see if he utilizes it.
Yeah, Midland hasn't even used their first Rampage, have they?
Yeah.
And there's the EMP. The enemy Queen goes down, and everyone's just
and this Lucio's out in the open, and there's our Rampage, and they are able to take the lead.
Yeah, we have used 2 Rampages so far, and not one has come out of Midland, so...
That is, as one of the most powerful ults in the game, that's...
You can see how Jamie does so well, apparently, just building his ult and using it pretty early on, I would say.
Treating your ultimate as an ability is very useful.
Raph trying to get out of that risky situation, does get out. Hacking that Sojourn, and actually not getting hacked.
Oh,
Sam
look
get
at
2
Sam
picks.
getting 2.
3 maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's 3.
he's just eating
Yeah,
up
and
that
see if
back
he can
line.
He can get the Sojourn too. Oh, deflect on the Sojourn. And
there
there's
he
the
goes.
kill.
So-
Now it's
Yeah, it's the Queen and Soj pushed up, and Sam just ate everyone up in that back line. So that's what we mean by how DPS can either be in the back or front of your fights.
And there he was in the back, and he devastated.
Yeah, you gotta be pretty skillful to do that. Just being on your own as a DPS against 3 others.
Yeah, and we'll see if they if Doane Black's able to win this fight, they might just win this game.
Yeah, they do put a stop on the car and do make a claim on the bot. We don't see any picks yet.
Yeah, I think this this Queen just needs to pop ult because
The other
There
Queen
it
did
is.
pop out. Yeah, so we do get down the enemy Moira. Maddie does go down. It's even
Yeah.
4v4 right now.
yeah.
There goes
There-
Davis though.
there
We
goes
are down
Davis in the back
supports,
line.
and Jamie is about to fall. It looks
Yeah,
like.
it doesn't look like we're gonna win this fight, but that is impressive. Going 131 meters.
Yeah, that was a far push, and there
Yep.
goes Sam.
And look at that, he's already got another rampage,
Yeah.
and that's a fight win.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fight-winning ultimate.
So now, yeah, we'll just see. Just need to make a stop to this push. Alright, trying to use that speed to get up in there.
Yeah, and so they're able to get this fight early. We'll see if they pop rampage real soon. Ooh, big lamp saves Maddie. And that Moira's 1 HP. See, they're able to make space,
Yeah, we're
and
pushing
there's that
bot.
Jamie.
Double kill with one swipe.
Yeah, he used that rampage to close the distance, and now he's able to kind of walk in.
Raph does go down, but he has another EMP right there, and a blade by Sam. That can be
Yeah,
devastating.
so this is final fight territory for Midland. They've got to pop ult here to stay in the game. And there goes that orbital ray. That's really one of the best ults. And see if they are able to kill the Zarya.
do put a Bob out on the other side though.
Yeah, Bob's one of the better ultimates in the game as well, and it kind of
Jamie
wards
does go
off
down.
those supports from healing Jamie, and they lose this fight. Looks, yeah, they've lost this fight.
Yeah.
That's okay though. They've got
Can Raph
3:45
get
left.
out? No,
No,
he
he does
cannot.
not. But he did get staggered there. It's a little bit unfortunate. but it
Somper
should be
is
okay.
very fast though, so I feel like it won't be the biggest stagger in the world.
Yeah, and I think they'll be able to. I believe he'll get back before.
Yeah, you already see. Yeah, he's
yeah.
basically with the team now.
We'll see what ultimates they decide to use. As they have 3 ults, let's see what ults they use to win this fight if they can.
There goes the rush.
It looks like they're trying to kite this back and kind of give space. And we will see if they engage right now to kind of right after this rush is
There
gone.
goes
There's the
blade by
blade.
Sam,
Yeah. He gets one
One.
before he dies.
but there's 3 picks on the other team. We are up.
Yeah, and see if they walk on this Kiriko because she
And
has
they
no
do.
abilities. And there's
And they're down. All right.
yeah, that's a team win.
We do see there's less than
Win.
3 minutes left in this game.
And we're coming up on 3 ultimates. And they only have 1. This is a very good possibility. They could just win right here.
We
right
do
now.
not have that far to push it, honestly. So, yeah, we'll see. Raph is
Yep.
pretty far back there, so we'll see if he gets picked off or what.
That's 1 bubble out of their Zarya. Once those 2 bubbles go down, they can walk on this.
And
I
there's
suspect
2.
the rampage coming out real soon.
And there's
There
the
it is.
ramp. It doesn't
It's
really
nobody.
get anyone. Yeah.
But that EMP was so good that they were able to kind of burst down too.
Yeah, it didn't really matter right there, so
We'll see
yeah.
if they're able to kill this Ashe.
just keep pushing on forward. Ash is really low.
Yeah, that Suzu comes in. They have 3, 2,
2,
1.
and they do get touch.
Yeah, but it is a 5v4 probably because our teammate has not come back.
Davis
There's
down,
both
and
supports
so
down.
No heals right now currently.
Yeah, there
for
goes that
Jamie,
Ashe though.
But we do get 2 picks. We're trying to hold it on.
Yeah.
3 picks. We are up.
Yeah, and there's
and there-
4. That's just the Zarya
Zarya,
left.
yeah.
This Zarya has to hold on until
Jamie and Raph trying to take on the Zarya.
the Kiriko comes back
Zarya
and Graf
does
comes
all.
out.
That
Honestly,
was-
that's okay. Being able to force out Graf.
yeah.
Now it's a minute 30, and they have to push all the way.
I don't think they can really afford losing the bot anymore.
I think they got one more fight, maybe.
Yeah.
But it can
Time
get...
is getting pretty low, though, so it'll depend on how late this fight starts.
Mm-hmm.
CC Sam. Oh, good deflects by Sam.
Mm-hmm. But it kind of forces him out of position. He can't really fight for another 5-4 seconds. But he goes in.
Jamie
gets one, gets two.
Zarya is down a tank. We are down Maddie, though.
Yeah. But I think they're able to kind of, with that Bob,
we down
use
both
one
supports.
for one ult, and it looks like we're going to be winning this fight.
Yeah. Now, if I was Doane Black, I would try maybe not to push the bot, would you say, at this point? Or
I
would
think
it not
they
matter?
still push it, just because if they push it, that means that if they lose the following fight, they have another fight in the center of the map.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
And it's not close enough. It's not below 20 seconds where you force them to engage yet.
All right, we do see Raph just trying to run around the back line, trying to get this Kiriko.
Yeah, I think he's able to kill the Kiriko. Forces out Suzu, though.
The tank on the other team does go
look
down.
At this rampage. You ready for it? I don't know if we even need it.
Yeah. I don't know.
They're walking in.
There it is.
There's the rampage.
It's the Moira.
Hits the Moira. She has no fade, so she's dead.
It's just a Widow.
Yeah, and there's the Widow dead if they don't push bot.
And that will.
They
they
were able to get touch. But it looks like if they kill this kill this Zarya, it's going to be game over for them.
And is there anyone that can touch?
Yeah, I don't know if their Moira can touch.
And
that's GG.
That is a
they
3-0.
them.
Doane
Well done.
takes down Midland and gives them their first ever loss and just round loss in general.
In decisive fashion.
Yeah.
Well done by Doane Black. They kind of rallied as a team. They played really well together, and they just dominated.
Is there anyone you want to specifically talk to, see?
I think we should get Davis in here.
I'll go get Davis, yeah. I'll go get him.
Yeah. So, just a little bit more left for the stream tonight, guys. I hope you stick around for the interviews. And beautiful game by Doane Black. Yeah. Well done. I don't know what to say. It's time for their signature song, but we've got our interviewee, Davis, coming in. How does that feel?
1 second. Oh, okay. We're feeling good.
Yeah? I
Yeah.
mean,
Feeling so good, actually.
I mean, you guys went into this 5-0 matchup by both of you.
Yeah.
And you just came in and absolutely decimated. You
Yeah.
went 3-0 maps.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I can't just say that it was, just me, because we all played, like, phenomenally. It's like, that first map, it's like, I had my bad plays, but it's like, over time, it's like, all we do is, like, we talk about what we do wrong and how we do it better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's something that we really, like, do well at. Like, in between maps, we talk about, like, what we could have done better. So it's like, in between that first round, I was talking with, like, Sam and Raph, and I'm like, there's not a whole lot of pressure from you guys. And they're like, all right, yeah, we'll lock in. They locked in. That second map, on Antarctic, they cooked. They cooked. they did cook. I mean,
hey, you guys looked impressive. I think that it was kind of a brawl v brawl or a rush v rush matchup.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys just had better team consistency to kind of run their tank over and eventually win the fights.
Yeah, I mean, Vastova was a very good tank. Crying Boss had his play at the end. He did also very well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Vastova and Crying Boss are no, like, tanks you just, shrug your shoulders at. They are good tanks.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, Jamie's just a little bit better. What can I say?
Just a little bit, baby.
Okay. Interference.
Nah, it's
Jeez.
okay. Happens every time.
Yeah.
I'm here too.
What's
I
up?
mean, this is just... It just shows how excited and meaningful this match was for Doane Black.
I want to say hi too. Hi guys.
Support duo right there.
Yeah, it's a sport duo. And I think, would you like to comment on how impactful your support gameplay was for this game?
I had my fair shares of moments where I didn't play so hot, and Maddie, my other support player, she picked up my slack, and then we had those moments where we were locked in most of that game. Like, me and her, We were just clicking that entire time. Like we understood when we could like DPS and when we had to like do our job. It's like we were dialed in together. Like there wasn't a whole lot of talking going on, but it's like we were just locked with each other.
Yeah, you had that telepathic. Yeah.
That telepathic support set, and I mean, there was a couple of times where Jamie got real low, and I was just like pumping him up with the bat peels. So
And those lamps, some of those fights we saw save some of our DPS and other support, and it allowed us to win that game. So
yeah, I mean, sorry, a little bit more interference, but yeah, I mean, yeah, we just had like I had my moments. Like I had a couple of big lamps in there. It's like. It's just like I've learned over time. It's just like I pick up on when like I need to use that lamp. It's like if you were watching me at all, it's like I don't have any problems investing it on just myself, but I also try to make sure that I can find value out of using it. And so whether that's saving me, Maddie, Jamie, like literally anybody, it's just like that entire point of that one cooldown is to keep somebody from dying.
And that could turn a fight around.
Exactly.
So, well done.
Thank you.
Would you like to go ask Aaron if he would like to join us?
I can most certainly go ask him.
Good work today, and I will see you right after this. Yeah. It just, you could see from their confidence that they are ready to go. Looks like Aaron is not going to be joining us today, and so I will be cutting the stream off now. I hope all of you have a beautiful night. Don't forget to smile, and stay beautiful. Peace out.